Dear students, good morning. Yesterday we heard that the rich merchant saying that his father died. So the king consulted his minister and said decisively, "It is true that your father is the true wrongdoer. He is dead, but somebody must be punished in his place. See, you have inherited everything from that criminal father of yours, his riches as well as his sins." The king further said that he knew at that time that the rich merchant was the root of the horrible crime. The king ordered that he must die. The king asked the servants to make a new stake ready for the execution. The servants sharpened the stake and got it ready for the final impaling of the criminals. The minister felt that the rich merchant was somehow too thin to be executed. He appealed to the king. The king was too much worried. They thought and came to a conclusion that all they needed to do was to find a man fat enough to fit the stake. The servants were sent out immediately all over the town looking for a man who would fit the stake. Finally, their eyes fell on the disciple who had fattened himself for months. The disciple told that he had done nothing wrong and he is innocent and a sannyasi. The servants told that it was the royal decree, so they carried him to the place of execution. At that time, he remembered his wise guru's words, and he prayed to his guru in his heart, asking him to hear his cry. The guru saw everything in a vision. He had magic powers. He could see far, present, past, and future. He arrived to save his disciples. As soon as he arrived, he scolded his disciple and told him something in a whisper. Then he went to the king and addressed him, asking, "Who is greater, the guru or disciple?" The king replied, "The guru, without any doubt." Then Guru pleaded to put him to the stake first and put my disciple to death after me. The king asked why, but when the disciple heard this, he began to shout that he must be put first. Now the guru and the disciple started to fight about who should go first. The king was puzzled by this behavior. The king asked the guru, "What these all about?" The guru replied, not to ask any question, but to put him to death first. The king forced him to say the matter, but Guru firmly said that the king must not tell this anyone. The king agreed. The Guru took him aside out of the servants and whispered to him, saying that we want to die right now because we have been all over the world, but we have never found a city like this or king like you. That stake is the stake of the God of justice. It is new and it has never had a criminal on it. Whoever dies on it first will be reborn as the king of this country, and whoever goes next will be the future minister of this country. We are sick of our ascetic life. It would be nice to enjoy ourselves as king and minister. Now the Guru told the king to keep his word, put him to death first. The king was in deep thought. He didn't want to lose the kingdom to someone else. He needed time, and he ordered the execution to be postponed to the next day. The king talked to his minister in secret, saying that it is not right for us to give over the kingdom to others? Let's go on the stake ourselves, and we will be reborn as king and minister again. The king strongly told that the holy men do not tell lies. Then the minister agreed. So the king told the executioners that he will send the criminals tonight. When the first man comes, put him to death first, then do the same to the second man. Keep my orders and do not make any mistake. That night, the king and his minister went secretly to the prison and released the guru and disciple. They disguised themselves, and they had arranged beforehand with the loyal servants were taken to the stake and promptly executed. When the bodies were taken out to throw, they saw before them the dead bodies of the king and the minister. At night they mourned and discussed the future. They remembered the guru and disciple and persuaded them to be king and the minister. Finally, they agreed to rule the kingdom on the condition that they could change all the laws. Thereafter, the city became like any other place. This is all about the lesson. There will be a short test as a periodic test of sixth phase. Complete it by learning the lesson. Till then, thank you. Goodbye.